Round number 6 is underway. As you can see here, the bus is ready. The players are jumping out. They'll find their landing spots. Gentlemen, it's over to you.
Fa in history are trying to get aggressive here, looking for a very early fight. Tack shotgun in the hands of history, so he's going to be the one leading the charge in. They do have this high ground position. A lot of materials as well here, Zacchaeus, being expended out of both teams.
Yeah, they want to commit to this fight as much as possible, get the elim, and also get those mats, which will pop out of your opponent as you get the win. But let's see how they handle this. Good tack shotgun coming in, pressuring the side here, but really his teammates focusing both sides here, I believe.
Let's go for a little bit of a pincer move here, which we've seen work over the course of today so many times. As Fa, he's got his own tack shotgun again. They're trying to replace these walls here. He does eventually close the distance. Tixi going to be knocked down, and they can potentially finish this off. And
oh, the tack
almost
attack.
all too easy here for the two Brazilians.
Holy.
Very, very interesting. The Brazilians actually told me that they were committed to landing Paradise and fighting it, but obviously change of plans yet again, and they've been having some great success. I think that's the second time they've eliminated that team at Salty Springs too.
Every game counts.
Oh, of course, and they've been playing very well together out of this tournament. It's a kind of a surprise because Myth hasn't performed at all, but he's really stepping up to the plate now.
Oh yeah, both
as
of them.
all the American teams are. They're really performing and really grinding up this leaderboard.
I'm curious to see how he does tomorrow as well, this duo, because they have been getting consistently better as the days been going on. Yes, they have been eliminated a little bit earlier on in some prior games, but they've been looking good. Llama already going to be knocked down. Rizart not going to be by himself in a one-on-two situation up against the Twins, and this is almost just not fair when you're playing against the telepathic players from Renegades here in Australia.
Renegades, let's go.
And they will close
Finally
this out and
winning
take their
the fight.
eliminations.
Telepathic synergy there coming in from the Australians. Very, very well played as we switch over to Tilted Towers here. And of course, we've got Aiden, Nick Merckx, and oh, Aries just dropped into the equation. Straight onto Aries with Noad and pushing the equation, and he's managed to escape. Aiden, quick running.
Must
quick
kill
get
Aiden
to
now.
the top of Trump Tower there.
I think that's Nick Merckx off to the side trying to help out. Actually, no, it's another team. It's the Fax Fox crew with Aim Hero from Korea trying to help them out here. So a little bit of an awkward fight between 5 players.
Aries now just turtling up on the side, and we have an action coming in from Aiden as he pushes onto Noad. They're having a bit of an edit fight right here in the staircase. Can get a little bit awkward with those edits there.
And we can see Jules and Miz, they're already able to take down Excalibur, and Keyless is going to fall as well here in a second. Won't be able to get much off of that. Aries has knocked himself down.
Having to do all the hard work by himself, and it's going to be very difficult for the Brit to actually get in and get in some action here.
So I think Smeef actually took down History, and then Fa took down Milan. So they're actually having now a 1v1 as the conclusion of this battle should be eventually finishing off here. As you can see, Smeef going to be on the higher position. In the meantime, the X2 boys did chime in with an elimination themselves, and Smeef, he will fall. Fa is going to come out the victor.
He's got one
but he still will
bumped.
be by himself here in a world of hurt with so many players left alive.
Me too. I really hope the Australian boys really kick it up into gear. I want to see them perform. I want to see, you know, Korea do well. Obviously, Australia, all the underdogs that are currently unknown, really, and not have much action. But this is huge! They shoot out the quad bike. Oh, Nick Merckx.
Got a couple of clingers trying to be thrown in as well, trying to look for some early damage. You can see Nikov just trying to protect himself. The problem is Airwax is by himself. Nikov has to be here to support his teammate.
Yeah, great stinks coming in here from Airwax. Knocks down Animal. That's a big pick there. One of the favorites. He's been doing incredibly well and making his way up the ladder very, very quickly here.
Demo, Bizzle, Tomo, Item, who have actually, I believe, in the top 10 as well. I think they're ranked 7, if I'm not mistaken, in the vicinity. Aim here on Fax, Fox, Shinken, Nate, and Funk Bomb. So many players in this location. So it looks like Animal will be finished off, but Aspect's looking for the left-hand shot. They're not able to connect as, again, those stink bombs really doing some serious work here and denying a lot of positions, a lot of angles
What
that
the
you can fight
hell?
from.
Why is he
Yeah, it's
standing
pushing
here?
people out.
What are you
Don't doubt
doing?
yourself, please.
Oh, it's pushing people out of their boxes and giving opportunities to get the damage that they want, or find an opportunity to get that free rotation, that little gap to do the damage. But actually, they're 7th currently right now, and they've been climbing the leaderboard quite well, but doing it very stealthily, as well as Mitro and Kuna.
You can see Little J able to help secure that one with 0. They do eliminate and get eliminations on their side. Most importantly, Windwalker going to be on the high ground now as he's going to be by himself and eventually chased on. The RPG comes in, knocks him back down to the ground.
Yeah,
And you can just tell this is going to be so tough to get away from the traps coming in. And luckily, Little J doesn't run into that one, and they will escape not too much damage done to them. He just pushed out actually to pick up some loot that was on the ground, so I think they got an elimination on their side. Saf has actually been dropped by Skix. Nick Merckx as well has fallen. And Mitro is going to be dropped by Zexro. So we're seeing a lot of these big dogs, a lot of these big names that we've expected to be into these top 10 positions starting to be knocked out relatively early.
Yeah, we got Item and Tomo. They've been doing consistently well throughout the day. And Zay and Saf, big pickups there from Skits as Zay goes down.
Wait,
but,
Zay and Saf went down?
We talked about him before.
Oh,
History was dropped and they had that 2v2 fight. And he came out the victor in the 1v1. He's now out of this fight as Boyer will secure the elimination onto him. Apparently, Crippa and Boyer, they've been kind of like sneaking their way through, right? We haven't like talked about them too much, but they've been consistently and consecutively getting these good positions and, you know, eking their way into the top 10.
Yeah, there's a lot of ninjas out there right now, Jason, proving themselves. And Touch and Provoke are one of those duos teams that are complete ninjas. They've been taking these high ground retakes that are really risky, especially in the last game. And look at that. Myth and Cloud.
Funk is up as well.
And Myth and Cloud.
Let's go!
You see the Storm Surge starting to get active
This is a good game.
Mini and
I think that
Zexro.
was one of the players getting some damage done
Let's
to him.
go,
He's gonna be
boys.
knocked down.
Oh,
Demo's
Demo
gonna
got a
get
kill.
credit for that one. The Myth and Cloud, I want to start seeing get some eliminations here, get some damage being done. They're
I literally do
above the
Bizzle
threshold.
90s.
Both
It's
the
the
players,
fastest of all time.
They have a Rift to go as well if they need it for the next zone. But they have the high ground at the moment, and they have a shooting spree around them.
They've got a Rift to go. They're in a great position to rotate from this spot.
See, 7SSK7 has been able to get elimination himself
Ooh,
too. Skip's
they just
trying to get his way
Kovacs.
through
Let's
it.
go.
You see Myth get some good damage onto him as he's trying to transition across.
Yep, he will be eliminated there. Myth and Cloud cleaning him up there. But look, some big fire coming in from Cloud, pushing in onto the Atlantis boys there. Kinzel and Vilex. Wow, good building here.
Oh, no!
Whiffed it
Oh my
at the
god, I
end.
thought he
He's
threw a
got first
coke.
aids though,
Oh
so
my
he's
god.
fine. He didn't lose any shield off of that one. If he can just get himself set
got
up
2 medkits,
nicely
so
here,
he's
he's going to be back to that
completely
full
fine.
HP or at least 169 health. Marky's going to fall. 7SSK7 actually has been incapacitated at the moment, but like the Smith and Cloud playing together here, Bizzle going to be directly below them. Vinny and Zexro more than happy to just sit here on the low ground and let this one play out. Play for those placement points.
Definitely. Vilex is just sitting there.
Tom and Chab are both up, but they both don't have shield.
Other people around him to maybe fire a rocket, disturb him, nesting up the top there, showing he's a little bit weak.
Chab, 72 hours is alive as well here too. You have to keep that in mind as we start to get into places. We're at 25 now, so if you do get eliminated, you are going to get some points on the board, albeit not a lot, but some is better than none. All right, so Vilex and Kinzel, they're the two currently with the ultimate high ground. That most likely will be changing in the next few moments as the Storm will be moving. You can see Power using that launch pad to his advantage. Jarl, in the meantime, he's going to go for a different route as he's walking across. Levato is going to be eliminated. Yeah, we're seeing players who have been incapacitated, eventually being finished off here. Chap, actually on the bottom of the mountain, might start losing some HP too. As a lot of damage being done. Power has actually been able to take the high ground himself here in the meantime as he's lost Jarl. 72 hours is now out of the fight. Kinstar's now out of the fight. Svenos is out of the fight. Constantly players are being eliminated here left and right.
Oh my, how is this happening so quickly? What's going on out there? People are just going down, but things are just so hectic that you just can't keep up with all the action, Jason.
You have to find some sort of semblance here in this chaos, find some sort of route to fight your way out of it here if you want to get out of those darkest holes and into the bright limelight of a victory royale. Vinny, he's going to be alive with Zexro as well. Tomo, again, one of those ninjas we've been talking about. Him and Item have been doing fairly well as Kinzel. X8 going to be dropped on the low ground here. Bizzle trying
Vinny
to get his
and
way
Zexro alive
here.
as well.
The X2 boys going to be popping a rift, getting up high in the air.
Can Boya and Crippa get it? I don't think they can. They were down there for it, but I don't think they can squeeze in. I think they're going to have to find out the hard way how to get out of this circle, and it's going to be very difficult for them.
You can see the control they have of a lot of these walls for Zexro and Vinny, so this is really easy for them to rotate through. As you can see them trying to maintain high ground control. A lot of materials, a lot of builds left to go for themselves. Razaru to take down Kaiser. Myth's eventually going to be dropped here by Gemside.
Okay, Myth's down, but Cloud's up.
It's
We're
now
chilling.
in the favor of the Aussies.
It's about time, Jason. It's about time. But Power has
Bizzle's
found
up too, I don't even know.
at the back. Have to be a little bit more defensive here. But he's going to actually give it up. He's going to go mid-ground instead. Maybe he's out of mats there, Power. But he had an opportunity to really disrupt the Australians. Item squeezing down on the low ground.
Squeaky bum moment for him as he has no HP
All right,
here towards the
FC
very
Thrones,
low
I see
ground.
you.
The Australians on the high ground with Jesse with 7 eliminations and the dream here. 10 players left alive. This is 100 points if they can pick the victory royale, but there's going to be more than that, especially if they're able to get any more eliminations on top of that. Cloud is still fighting for him, and Vinny going to be in there with Zexro as well, so we still have that duo left alive. Bizzle takes down Isma, and Tux somehow.
Oh, dude, the Renegades are
another
about
Ninja player has been
to
able to actually
win.
just sneak his way through here unharmed.
Yep, he's just going to have
They're
to
actually
going
gonna
to
win.
game, play it safe.
7 kills?
Can
Oh my
wiggle
god.
his way through that crazy maze that is now built underneath him. But he's in a bad position here. He's getting attacked every side of him, and now
It's okay though. That's the
just
top
pick up
10.
Cloud.
It's getting rough here. You can see
Cloud's
the
doing good.
Australian boys be fighting up against Vinny and Zextra, who's trying to battle out for who has the ultimate high ground, trying to shoot down, rain down damage from above. 5 players left to go here. Is now Bizzle's going to be dropping.
Ooh, Zach got
Zextra's in
Biz.
that elimination. Jesse's still on 7 of limbs. Hasn't been able to take it to the next level just yet, but he has that big game under his belt already. And now with 4 left to go, it comes down to a 2-on-1 technically, because Vinny is down. I think they know this. I think they're going to try to rush into this one. Zextra has no chance of picking Vinny up. So can Zextra pull off
Zextra
the
has to
1v2,
win.
or the Australians take here their first victory royale?
It's going to be really interesting to see if they're just going to waste the time here, just play for the circle, get the rotations. But, you know, I don't think they want to play too aggressive in this situation, Jason. They want to play it nice and cool.
It's very possible. It really is. And he has an RPG.
At the bottom, but this is huge for him. Obviously,
He's launchpad, he's launchpad out.
already in first place.
Zextra, he's out of the storm. He's taking some damage. He's trying to take high
Nice,
ground, trying to
RPG
get around
down.
this, trying to
Oh!
somehow pull off this 1v2. And as we can
He's
see,
nervous,
it's not working out too well from
oh
here. He's
my
down
God.
on very
He's
low
got
HP,
one
and I think the Australians have done it.
Hey,
Renegades, Jesse and Jordan have been able to take their first victory royale and put Australia on the map.
Nice.
It's
Shit.
about time, Jason. It's about time that these guys got their synergy together. And it's great to see them coming out on top. And Jesse, what a carry
8
there.
eliminations.
Just
That's insane.
so insane. They were a little bit lucky towards the late game. There was an opportunity for Power to knock them down, but he bottled out. He knew that it was too much of a tough situation to attempt. So dives down, Jesse, and then
Jordan, yeah, they're able to just really come together at the right moment, especially there at the end. Having that 2v1, those are situations that you should not lose. If you're a pro player, if you're at the top of your game, you should never lose the 2v1.